4,484. That's the number of articles in this exercise. Now if one operator takes 10 minutes to read each one, to read them all will take over 4 months, and that's the kind of time you don't have if you're dealing with a possibly imminent terrorist threat. So how can we reduce that to a more manageable time? I'm scoring articles according to 2 dimensions. Specificity, that is, do they talk about Vastapolis, and danger, that is, do they mention some form of threat, and further down, what kind of threat that is, hacking, hijacking, bombs, etc. With those 2 dimensions, I can represent them in a scatter plot. In this area here are all the articles that don't relate to Vastapolis, and those here are those who don't dedicate a threat. And that area here is where we'll start, and we've narrowed our selection to about 150 articles. And that's a good start, but still reading them all will take a long time. I want to know in seconds which are really useful. So now let's switch to the interactive tool. Here are my articles. I can select an area of the scatter plot to narrow my selection, and then I can click on an article to check it. And when I do, all the words which have been used to calculate its score are highlighted and color-coded. So I can skim really fast and decide quickly if the article is interesting or not. And this one isn't. Now let's try another one. This one sounds much better. The Tales of a Professor Edward Patino. Let's find all the articles that mention him and see if we can make some sense out of it. There are 3, and we can arrange them in chronological order, and from that we can see a story emerge. Professor Patino says it's easy to make a bioweapon. He's harassed by a group of suspicious individuals, and this lab equipment gets stolen. Now that is worrying. Okay, let's jump to conclusions. What are the main threats of Vastapolis? First, a biological attack may be imminent, possibly through food. We can also discover that the city is not prepared at all to respond to that kind of danger, and that's what they should be working on now, stocking medicine and food to be ready in case of an emergency. Second, there are many smaller groups operating in the area. Some have made plans which have been thwarted, but are still active, and Vastapolis can hope to catch them red-handed. For instance, there was that one group who actually stole surface-to-air missiles from the nearby base. The police managed to recover them during a routine traffic check, but you can't just rely on such luck. So the police should work on infiltrating them rather than hoping to arrest them.